all the upgrades, what we did with the batteries, the motor, everything. We'll go through all that, what pedal we used, all that stuff. But in the meantime, we got some packages today. We got our lift kit, we got a windshield, a fold down windshield. We got new 22-inch tires with 14-inch wheels. And we also got a little mirror that we're gonna mount. So we'll go through all that, open it up, and show you what we're gonna do with this thing. Alright, so the first package we got was a windshield. It's a split windshield. It folds down. I bought it on Amazon. I think I paid 90 bucks with shipping. So let's see what shape it's in. Next up is our lift kit. This was about 230, 250 bucks on Amazon again with shipping. I read all the reviews. There's a lot of reviews, a lot of guys who lift or build a lot of golf carts. They've used this and they said that it was pretty good. So let's open it up and see what's in it. So some of the reviews said it took a couple hours, 2-3 hours. I would imagine we can do it pretty quick. Here's our parts all laid out on the table. I am going to keep a good track of how long it takes to install this, just so I can post on Amazon, just to leave a review, because I'm one of the guys that goes through all the reviews and reads stuff, and I realized I never put any reviews on Amazon. So this will be a good review to leave for install time, quality, and so on. But it looks like good parts, and like I said, all the other reviews claim to be satisfied with it, or it beat their expectations. This plate right here holds the A-arms and the leaf spring. One of the reviews said to put it all together and then bolt that to the frame of the golf cart, which I kind of planned on doing anyways, but he said he put the plate on, then mounted it all, and kind of made it a pain because he had to climb underneath it to put the A-arms on, the leaf spring, the bushings, all that stuff. So it made sense to me to pre-assemble it all, then bolt it to the cart, which I'm going to do. A new day, new set of packages. I'm sure you can guess what these are. This is the one I was most excited about. So let's open it up and see how they look. Wow, pretty cool. These are 22-inch by 7.5, I believe. I'll have the link in the description of where I got them and what the name brand is. But as you can see, the tread is pretty cool. Almost like a truck radial. And a 14-inch wheel. Pretty cool. Alright, so next is our mirror. We ordered a rear view mirror to mount up on the bimini top. It was like 15 bucks or something like that. Alright, so one thing first off with this windshield is there are no directions, which I don't think it's too complicated, but it'd be kind of nice to have some directions. The other thing is this protective film, which is on here, which is great, is underneath the hinge. So you have to take off each hinge bolt, pull the plastic out to remove the film, which also isn't a huge deal, but kind of a drag. It could have easily been cut right along there. So there. And like I said, not a huge deal, but just another step. And I did read that in the reviews. Some guy had mentioned that. So that's not too big of a problem, but the instructions or even a picture, I mean, just showing how it clips on would be nice. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to figure it out, but again, it'd be nice to have directions. So a couple things without instructions. For some reason, I thought it went this way, with this 90-degree angle at the bottom to give it strength, and this top part folded down. Apparently it goes this way, and this gives it strength up here because there's nothing holding it, which makes sense. But without instructions or a picture, I just had it in my head that it would go this way. So, rounded corners go to the bottom, which makes sense. It follows the frame for the awning. And all we have to do is put our little clips on and slide it in place. And now again, without instructions, it doesn't really tell you where to put these. These are clips that hold the glass, and then it clips on there, so the glass goes in here. But without instructions, it doesn't really tell you where to place them. So now those flip around to hold it in place, and there's little silicone bumpers here so it doesn't rattle. And of course, you hold these, and then it just clips in there. So that's it. For some reason I was thinking these were locking mechanisms for when it's down. I don't know why. That's because I do that if it comes out of there. So if you're installing one of these, the 90-degree angle goes towards the top. Clips go towards the back. And apparently I should probably have 2, 4, 6 of these clips that hold the windshield to the frame. That might be a little better view. So. Well, not too bad. Again, instructions would have helped. Would have saved me some mistakes I made just by assuming. So, other than that, pretty easy to install. No drilling, no hardware, no bolting it down. But overall, it seems pretty nice. Somebody did mention this kind of flexes a little. It's kind of weak, this hinge. But what I thought I could do is drill through and mount a piece of aluminum angle iron just to stiffen it up if it does rattle a lot, because we do ride on trails, off-road and stuff, so it probably shake a little. So we'll give it a try it out before we stiffen it or do any modifications. Okay, so here's what we ended up with the mirror, and it's actually really nice. Like I said, it is convex, so it gives you a really good view. It's really close to my windshield, but there is some clearance there. The only thing, this awning on this older cart, it's 84, I believe. The awning is really thin, as you can see, so if you just ran those screws into it, it probably wouldn't hold. So what I did is I got some PVC board or Paylite board. It's just a trim board you can buy at any hardware store. And I just cut some blocks and put it as a backer. And I don't know, it's not really too noticeable. So that's about all. I just recommend putting a little piece of backer there so your screws can bite into something. So here's our front. pre-assembled suspension. I already put it together. It took a little while. I'd say maybe about a half hour, 45 minutes. The only thing I didn't like about it, there were absolutely no instructions on how to put it together. The instructions for installing the lift kit show removing that front suspension, removing the rear suspension, and then it shows just mounting this simply to it, already pre-assembled. There's no instructions, like I said. So there's a few things that were a little confusing, but nothing too bad. You just kind of had to play with it, take your time. Like I said, it took me about half hour, 45 minutes. So. So we got it really close to being aligned. I'm sure once we put it on the ground and take it for a ride, we'll have to adjust the camber and the toe and all that. So let's get our spindles on, and we can throw our wheels on the front. Okay, let's throw a set of tires on this, see what it looks like. Oh, you know what I just realized? It looks like a Carolina squat mobile.
Oh my God.
Gonna catch on fire.
No.
Okay.
That was close. Yeah, it is. Put the axle, put the axle on top of it, or under it. Now, put these. It was under, or on top of the axle. Oh, now the axle's going under, so yeah.
All right.
See you later. Thanks for your help.
No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going up the bridge.
I haven't yet.
Anybody else?
Not yet. Holy shit, that's high.
Not as high as there.
It should be a little faster. Yeah.
He looks huge.
That's what she said.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, nice.
That's way higher. You can tell just by getting out.
Action.